Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Virtual Preschool. I am so glad that you have decided to join me for circle time today. Let's figure out what day of the week it is. The last day of school we had was Thursday. Yes, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So today is Tuesday. Yes, so let's move that rainbow arrow up to Tuesday. And who remembers the name of our month? April, right? April showers bring May flowers. We've been saying that all month. So let's go ahead and count the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. What comes next? 23. Yes, so let's figure out the pattern. Flower, flower, we start with umbrella with this pattern. Umbrella, umbrella, flower, flower. Umbrella, umbrella. What comes next? Flower, yes. So we have a number 23 with a flower on it. Now that was Friday. That was a 4's class day, so we need to keep going. 21, 22, 23. What comes next? 24. All right, so umbrella, umbrella, flower, flower. Umbrella, umbrella, flower, flower. Yes, so we have a number 24 with a flower on it. So that was Saturday. That was a weekend day, so we need to keep going. 22, 23, 24. What comes next? 25. And our pattern. Umbrella, umbrella, flower, flower. What comes next? Umbrella. Yes. So we have a number 25 with an umbrella on it. That was Sunday. That was a weekend day. So we need to keep going. 23, 24, 25. What comes next? 26. And our pattern. Umbrella, umbrella, flower, flower. Umbrella. What comes next? Umbrella. Yes. Oops. So we have a number 26 with an umbrella on it. So that was Monday. That was yesterday. That was a 4's class day. So we need to do one more. 24, 25, 26. What comes next? 27. And our pattern. Umbrella, umbrella, flower, flower. Umbrella, umbrella. What comes next? Flower. Yes. So we have a number 27 with a flower on it. And let's say the whole date first before I say what I was going to say. This one's a little tight. There we go. All right. So today is Tuesday, April 27th, 2021. And if you notice, and like I mentioned last week, this is our last week of April. So when we come back on Thursday, we'll have another day of April. But when we come back next week, it will be a new month. So you should ask your parents or grandparents or somebody to tell you what month it's going to be next month. So when I ask you next week, you'll know already, all right? Okay, so let's look out the window and figure out the weather today. So when you look out the window, is it partly cloudy, cloudy, sunny, windy, rainy, stormy, or snowy? And if you step out the door, does it feel burning hot, hot, warm, cool, cold, or freezing cold, right? And don't forget to check that weather app to see what the number is for the temperature today. All right, so last week we talked all about Earth Day. This week we are going to be talking all about something else that I really like, and I am not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to read the book first and see if you can figure out what we're talking about this week. It's one of my personal favorite things to talk about because it has to do with one of my hobbies that I do. All right, so let's look in the mystery envelope and see what our book is today. All right, so this book is called The Tiny Seed. It is autumn. Remember, autumn means fall. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed still sails along with the others. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. One seed drifts down onto the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still, and the mouse does not see it. Let's see, I think that's the tiny seed right there. Now it is spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by. The sun shines. Rain falls. The seeds grow so round and full, they start to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore. They are plants. First, they send roots down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from one of the small new plants, and that little plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it too starts to grow into a plant. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun and springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along, and oh, He breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7, and look, a bud, and now even a flower. But what is happening? First there are footsteps, then a shadow looms over them, then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they have ever seen. It is a giant flower. All summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves, there they are, over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pod opens. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. And that is the end. So we started at the beginning of the book with seeds flying through the air, right? And at the end of the book, we end with seeds flying through the air. All right, so who can guess what we're talking about this week? What was our book about? Seeds! Yes, and seeds are one of my favorite things to talk about because seeds grow plants, and I love to grow plants. So, let's see what we have today. In your packet, you have a paper that looks like this and some extra directions for your parents or grandparents for some other things they can talk about with you for this activity. And you also have a little baggie of some seeds. All right? So you're going to take all these seeds and you're going to put them in this middle circle that is on this paper. All right? They're going to all start out there. Lap a little flatter so the seeds don't roll away. Okay, so I have all my seeds in the middle, and now if I look around the outside, I see that there's a bunch of different kinds of seeds. They have the names of them, and they have a picture of like just a little drawing of what they look like. So I'm going to sort my seeds according to what kind they are into the little circles around. So the first one is a lima bean. So lima beans are something we eat. We often eat seeds. Lots of seeds are things that we eat. So these are seeds that we eat. So lima beans. Okay, that's what those look like. So I'm going to put all the lima beans in this one little circle here over here. All right, the next one says corn. We eat corn too. Corn is another seed that we eat. Now this happens to be popcorn, all right? It's a certain kind of corn. And I'm going to put all of those popcorn seeds over here in the circle that says corn underneath it and has a picture of a corn on it, corn seed on it. All right, the next one says garbanzo. So these are garbanzo seeds or garbanzo beans. All right, a little closer. So you're going to put all of those there. There's another seed that we eat. We call them garbanzo beans or chickpeas. That's another word for them. All right, and then the next one says sunflower. It has a picture of sunflower seeds. Most of you have probably seen it's hard to see on the camera, sunflower seeds before. Now these are special sunflower seeds because these came from one of my giant sunflowers that I grew in my garden a couple summers ago. So if you plant these after you use them for this sorting activity, they will grow into giant sunflowers, and giant sunflowers are super fun. All right, so I'm going to put all my sunflower seeds into this circle over here. All right, the next one says it's a black-eyed pea. Oh, and I missed a corn one, so I'm going to put that over here. So I'm going to, oops, see, they're rolling away. Okay, I got to keep my lap flat. All right, so black-eyed peas. Black-eyed peas are those white ones with a little black on them. Whoops. Well then, I'll drop them. So black-eyed peas, we're going to move those into the circle that shows the picture of the black-eyed pea. And the last one is, boy oh boy, I'm just going to keep dropping these seeds, aren't I? A kidney bean or kidney seed. All right, these are another one that we eat. All of these seeds are seeds that we can eat, even sunflower seeds. Sometimes people eat sunflower seeds. All right, so, oh, there goes the classroom lights again. All right, so there are all the kidney beans over there. Now you're going to count each one of them and see how many there are of each one. So the lima beans, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to write the number 3 in this little box down here. Or you can have your parents or grandparents write it for you to trace with a highlighter. And if that box is too small, you can write it in a different spot to make it bigger. All right, corn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 corn seeds. All right, garbanzo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 garbanzo seeds. And sunflowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sunflower seeds. And the black-eyed peas, 1, 2, 3. And the kidney seeds, 1, 2, kidney bean seeds, 1, 2, 3. All right, now you might not have the same numbers as I do in your bag, all right? So don't worry if your numbers are different. When you're all done, a really fun activity to do would be to see if you can sprout all of these different kinds of seeds and see what the plants look like when you sprout them. And the sunflower seeds, of course, are going to be especially exciting because they grow into the big giant sunflowers, and those are so much fun. All right, so that is one activity I have for you in the packet today. Another one is this matching activity. So mine are in a baggie, yours are not. Mine are also laminated and yours are not, but they are the same thing. So you have some cards with pictures of plants and seeds. All right, and so what you're going to do is you're going to take the seed pictures and put them down. And you're going to didn't cut that one very well. Let's see if I can fit them all on my tray here. And then you're going to look at the plant pictures and match them up. Now, if you look really closely, there are going to be some of the words on these cards that match up. So that will be a good clue to figure out if they go together. So let's see, I have dandelion seeds. So I'm going to look through here and see if I can find a dandelion. There's a dandelion right there. So there's the dandelion and there's the dandelion seeds. All right, so those match together. Let's see, I'm going to do one more. So here is a picture of sunflower seeds. So I'm going to look through here and find the picture of the sunflowers. There is the picture of the sunflowers. All right, so we have the sunflower seeds, and the sunflowers. So those match together. All right. So you're going to go through and match those all up. All right. And then when you're done, you can put them all back away. All right. I'm not going to do them all for you because I want you to try to do it yourself. I need to cut this one a little bit. I'm not sure how I missed cutting that edge there. All right. Okay, I have one more thing to show you. This is an activity. There's the picture. It's called The Seed Within, and there's little extra. There's really a bad glare with those lights off right at the moment. But give your mom and dad or grandma and grandpa the ideas for doing it. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to need to go to the store and buy each of these fruits and vegetables. So you'll need an orange, a bell pepper, a sugar snap pea, an avocado, a melon, an apple, a peach, and a tomato. And when you get home, you're going to cut those open. Have your parents or grandparents help you cut them open, all right? And find the seeds, all right? So then you're going to try to count the seeds. Now, some of these fruits or vegetables have so many seeds, you're not going to be able to count them all. They have so many that I can't even count them all, that your parents can't even count them all, right? But that's okay. You're just going to try your best to count them. And then if you know how many there are, you can put the number in a box down here below, all right? And if you want to color these, you can too. So that is a fun activity because you can find out where the seeds are in the fruits and vegetables that we eat, right? Because we often find seeds in the fruits and vegetables that we eat. All right, so that is what I have to share with you today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget there is a play date today at 10:30 at Lily Park South. That's the one with the playground structure. And so hopefully I will see a lot of you there. Bye, everyone.